Hello everyone, it's me Faith and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making Christina Tosi's Cornflake Marshmallow Chocolate Chip Cookies. I don't know if you've ever heard of Christina Tosi. She is the owner of Momofuku Milk Bar in New York City, and I believe there's other locations around the world. She's been on Chef's Table. This recipe is not mine, it is hers. I'll leave a link in a card up here somewhere so you can watch her video. The ingredients and everything there will be on screen and in the description. I'm not taking any credit for this, it's my recipe. So, to make them, that said, they're really good. So, to make the Cornflake Crunch, which is like I have no idea how you would describe this, it's a Cornflake Crunch. You'll need cornflakes, of course, salt, milk powder, and sugar. Milk powder is really something, and butter too. We need butter. Forgot the butter. Right here is melted butter. I was going to say Christina Tosi loves to use milk powder in her recipes. No idea why or what it does. So we'll put the cornflakes in the bowl and we'll crush them up. Make sure you have clean hands. And crush them up. Not too much, you don't want them to be like breadcrumbs, but just so they're smaller. Okay, the cornflakes are crushed up. Note, use cornflakes, not frosted flakes. If you use frosted flakes, the ones with the sugar, that will be too sweet, so don't use them. Use the ones without the sugar. We'll add the sugar, milk powder, salt, and we mix it. And the butter. Closest thing I could describe this to is a base for a cheesecake. This is what you do to make a cheesecake. This would actually make a really good cheesecake base if you want to. You could make a really good, I don't know, cornflake cheesecake. We'll place this on a baking tin. And spread it out evenly. We'll place this in an oven it's set at 180 degrees Celsius, and we'll let it bake for about 20 minutes, but halfway mixed around so it doesn't burn, because this burns easily. So the cornflake crunch is now ready. This is what it looks like. Okay. The ingredients you'll need to make the cookies will be, we have brown sugar and normal sugar, butter, an egg, the cornflake crunch, chocolate chunks. There's a big one for chocolate chips, but I prefer actually chopping up chocolate, but you could use whatever you'd like. We have mini marshmallows, vanilla extract, plain flour, baking powder and baking soda, and salt. Quite a lot of salt actually. You actually need it because there's a lot of sugar to offset the sweetness. Now, we're going to place the butter and the sugars in the mixer. We'll mix this on a medium to high speed for about 1 to 2 minutes. The butter and sugar have mixed for about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to scrape down the sides of my mixer. Now, we'll add the egg and the vanilla, and we'll mix this for about 7 to 8 minutes, which is quite a lot for cookies. Start mixing. You could do this in a hand mixer, with a hand mixer or a stand mixer. I'd recommend you use either one of the two because you're really gonna get tired of doing this for about 8 minutes by hand. But if you'd like to, go ahead and give it a shot. I'm pretty sure they'll turn out amazing either way. Okay, this has now been mixing for about 7 minutes. We'll add the flour, the salt, the baking powder. And we'll mix this until you can't see the flour. And which the point you can't see any flour, stop mixing. You don't want to over mix this because you know you don't want a tough cookie on your hands. Now remove your dough, add the attachment, and scrape all the cookie dough off. Remove this, and we'll add all the mixing. So here's the cookie crunch. You'll need all of the cookie crunch we made. Cookie crunch, it's cornflake crunch. Chocolate chips. And the marshmallows. Prefer to do this by hand so you don't break the cornflakes too much. It's now ready. Clear up and I'll show you what we're gonna do next. I have a tin lined with baking paper and a spoon. Ideally use an ice cream scoop with the clamp, not the ones. I don't have ours to hand, but not the ones we have. So grab a spoonful, like so, and place it on your tray. Try and make it round. Now I have 6 cookie dough balls. They are going to go in the fridge for about 20 to 25 minutes. If you could leave them up to an hour, perfectly fine. Actually, if you want to, you could actually put this tray in the freezer and freeze it, and then take them off, put them in a plastic bag, and whenever you want to cook, you just place them in the tray and pop them in the oven. Very, very convenient. And these are going to go in the fridge. Cookies are now out of the fridge. Now they are going to go in an oven preheated at 180 degrees Celsius for about 18 minutes until they're nice and golden brown. There we go, the beautiful cookies. They look really good. You can see the marshmallow and the melted chocolate. They're very thin. Smell really good. They're gonna be definitely chewy. If you like a chewy cookie, it's beautifully crispy on the outside, as you probably heard, and it's very, very soft and chewy in the middle. Get the chocolate, dark chocolate, the marshmallows, which have toasted in the oven, and the crispy cornflakes, which is actually really good. I hope you give it a go. If you do, tell me how it went in the comments, and comment down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye. I wish you could smell this, it smells amazing.